All right, people. I know it's a sad day for you. You don't get to see this wonderful face of mine. I don't get to see your wonderful face either. And so here we are in video land with another video. So I wanted to start this video off with this page. Y'all remember this? We did this at the beginning of the year. And I did this because I need for some of you all to refer back to this page when you're writing equations so you know what operation to use when you see the word or the phrase. All right, so find this in your notes if necessary. If you got it already memorized, good for you. You will be doing a worksheet on this, and so this video will not be that long because I want you to get to the worksheet, and if you don't finish the worksheet, it will become homework, and we are trading and grading tomorrow. All right, so let's start. So what I'm doing is I'm going over the homework problems from last night. Well, it would be 2 nights ago. Homework. And so if you understand the problems that I'm about to go over, you want to just skip it and go to the next one, whatever. That's on you. All I know is that that worksheet needs to be correct. And anybody that does not do well in that worksheet, just plan to have a conversation with me. No, I'm not advising you to cheat because I know some of y'all just want to cheat and just get it over with and you don't want to come back and see me. But some of y'all just need to do that so you know what you're talking about. All right, enough of the pep talk. 5 less than 1/4 of x is y. So the big caveat is understanding that less than, all right, let me get my right dimensions for my highlighter. Less than means to subtract from. It is not just simply subtract. Who do I want to be today? I haven't been silver in a while. I don't like silver too much, but we'll be silver today. All right, less than means to subtract from. It does not just mean subtract. Okay, so that's the main thing I need you to understand. So 5, and I'm going to put sub from. So when I read this, I read 5 subtracted from 1/4 of x is y. So you will not put 5 first because that's not subtracting 5 from 1/4 of x. So 1/4 of x can look like this: 1/4 of x, or 1/4 of x can be x over 4. Both are the same thing. And then 5 subtracted from that is y. I don't think silver is pretty good. It doesn't look that great. Let's go to bronze. All right, bronze, do your thing. All right, 7 more than the quotient of a number n and 4 is 9. More than means to add to. All right, bronze, I see you out here being bold and stuff. I see you. Added to. I should say added to. All right. 7 added to the quotient of a number n and 4 is 9. So the quotient is division. So of a number n and 4. So 7 is being added to. So 7 is somewhere being added to what? It's been added to the quotient of n and 4 to give us is 9. All right, that's that. I forgot to put my little is right here. Is means equal. P is 9 more than half of Q. More than is added to. So P is 9 added to half of Q. So P is 9 being added to half of Q. Half of Q. So Q divided by 2 plus 9. Or you might have P is equal to 1/2 Q plus 9. Now when you're adding, it doesn't matter the order. It matters to me. Your book may have 9 in the beginning. I don't want you to put 9 in the beginning. Number 4. 8 more than 5 times a number is negative 27. 8 more than 8 added to 5 times a number is negative 27. So 8 is being added on to what? What is 8 being added on to? 5 times a number. Do we know what that number is? That number has to be n or x. 5 times a number is negative 27. Well, will you look at there, look at there, look at there. 1.5 more than the quotient of A and 4 is B. More than 1.5 added to The quotient of A and 4 is B. So 1.5 is being added to what? The quotient. Quotient is our division. Quotient of A and 4. A divided by 4 is B. All right, hopefully that clears up some things in this beautiful handwriting I'm making. All right, now let's get to the stuff that had y'all looking crazy yesterday, especially that volume problem, but you know, that was really for extra credit, but well, extra, whatever. Write a function rule for the area of a rectangle whose length is 4 inches more than its width. What is the area of the rectangle when its width is 8 inches? All right, write a function rule. That's the first thing. We got to write a rule. So the area of a rectangle is A is equal to length times width. So we know that the length is 4 inches more than the width. The length L is 4 inches more than the width. So more than added. Oh, hold up. 2. All right, that looks a mess. But 4 is added to the width. So that's the W plus 4. What is the area of the rectangle when its width is 8 inches? We haven't wrote the function rule yet, so let's write the function rule. So the area is equal to, what is the length? The length is, this is the length, W plus 4. And that's going to be multiplied by the width. And you know, Mr. O'Neill always write it like this. A is equal to W times W plus 4. And this is not the function rule that I want to see. I want to see this simplified. So we get A is equal to W squared plus 4W. Please remember, when you multiply something by itself, you are squaring it. Like you do 5 times 5, which is 25, which is 5 squared. 8 times 8, which is 64, which is 8 squared. W times W, which is W squared, which is W squared. All right, you got that. Now we're going to use the function rule to answer this question. So what is the width what is the area if it's 8 inches? Okay, so we are going to square. The area is equal to 8 squared plus 4 times 8. 8 squared is 64 plus 32. A is equal to 96 what? What are our units? What are our units? Inches squared. That's how you did that for your homework. So this is the answer, and the function rule of this is the answer. Those are the two things I'm looking for. Write a function rule for the area of a rectangle with a length that is 3 feet more than 2 times its width. What is the area of the rectangle when its width is 4 inches? So again, the area of a rectangle is length times width. They are saying that the length is 3 feet, more than 3 feet is being added to 2 times the width. So the length, 3 feet, is being added to what? 2 times the width. There it is. There it is. So we take this and we say, hey, the area is equal to length times width. Well, we know that the width needs to go first. Width times length, and length times width will be the same thing. So we get 2W plus 3. What do? We distribute, because we want to simplify the function rule. So A is equal to 2W squared plus 3W. That is the function rule. Then it says, what is the area of the rectangle when the width is 4 feet? So if the width is 4 feet, we're going to substitute 4 in for our width inside of our function rule. So we get 2 times 4 squared plus 3 times 4. Now, order operations tells us to do what? I hope y'all are not watching just to watch. I hope you're watching to learn. Order operations tell you to do the exponents first. So we need to do 4 squared. That's going to give us 16. So we have 2 times 16, which is going to give us 32. 32 plus 12. And 32 plus 12 is 44. 44 feet squared. Those are our two answers. All right, and the last one. Write a function rule for the area of a triangle with a base 2 meters less than 4 times its height. Ooh. What is the area of the triangle when its height is 8 meters? Well, we know the area formula for a triangle is base times height divided by 2, or some people put 1/2 base times height. They both mean the same thing because I just put it up at the top a second ago. So we know that the base, I'm gonna run out of room. Let's see if I got some room down here. And I do. All right, so we know that what did it tell us? The base, there's the rule for the area of a triangle with a base. The base is 2 meters less than. Less than means to subtract from. So 2 meters less than. So the base is 2 meters less than what? 4 times the height. All right. So what is the function rule? Function rule. So my base, which is the area, is equal to the base right here. Base times the height. So I'm gonna put my height first. Height times the base, the same thing as base times height. 4h minus 2, and all of that is being divided by 2. Function rule time. Distribute that. So we end up with 4h squared minus 2h all over 2. Simplify that bad boy. So we get a is equal to 2h squared minus h. This is the function rule. So they want to know what is the area when the height is 8. So the area would be 2 times 8 squared minus 8. Order operation says to do what first? Those exponents. Yes, that's right, that exponent. So we get 2 times 64. All right, so 2 times 64 is going to give me 128. All right, 8 squared is 64. 2 times 64 is 128 minus 8. So my area is going to be 120 what? Meters what? Squared. All right, so your homework is to finish the worksheet. And if you get done with it, then I don't know if I have a sub, you'll just hold on to it. If you don't get done with it, then you just finish it for homework, because that's the homework. And I've enjoyed talking to you once again. You got to gain some weight, buddy. Put on these pounds. All right, there we go. There we go. Enjoyed talking to you once again. This has been another Beast Mode Productions. This is Mr. O'Neal. I'm sad to say, but I'm out.